All right. Good morning once again. Hope you can hear me very well.
Morning, sir.
Welcome. Hope my audio is good.
Yeah, very okay.
All right. So we'll continue from where we stopped. We are still on the SQL query statement for data analysis or for analyzing data. I believe this is where we stop. So we'll continue from, we are still on selection. I just want to see how I can round up the remaining selection or the filtering query statements that are used for analyzing data. So the next question we are still using the SACE data. So the first thing is for me to use the database by writing the SQL query for selecting the database I want to use, which is use SACE underscore data. So we are using this particular database. So let me check the tables I have there. I'll just type show tables just to find out how many tables do I have in the selected database. Okay, so I have two data table, and the one we are using is Amazon. So let's quickly
I want to
view.
raise something on
Okay.
when we close, how do we save the things we have learned? Because I noticed that my system did a restart in the night,
Okay.
and on coming back, everything had gone off.
But the same thing I've been doing, it's supposed to be saving automatically, but peradventure it did not save. You have to go to File and then save your scripts or save scripts as you give a unique name. But ordinarily supposed to be saving all the work I'm doing. Once I restart, I should be able to meet all my work within the query environment. But if it doesn't go like that automatically, just follow the step. Just go to File and officially save it.
As scripts.
Yes. Then make sure you know where you are saving it, so that when you
Okay.
come back, you go to File and open it. Or maybe because I've done mine once, that is why it's saving automatically. So you can try it and observe how it goes next time. All right, so before we can actually answer few analysis questions on the data set we want to analyze, we need to view the data and know the type of features it's made up of. So to do that, let me just say select all the values, select all the value from a particular table, which is the Amazon table. So I can just edit, execute, and that will allow me to see the values and the features on this particular data set. So the analysis question we want to answer now, which is still under writing SQL query statement for data filtering or data selection. So the first question we want to answer is still, or let me categorize the whole of this set of analysis or query statement we want to write as filtering numerical numerical values. So the focus is how do we write SQL query statements for filtering numerical value. So when we say numerical value, we are talking about entries that are numbers within the data set, just like we have it under total profit, total cost, total revenue, total unit. These are values. So our first analysis question here will now be, we want to display, or in other words, display or filter total profit greater than a particular number, let's say greater than 200,000. So how do we write that? So our syntax will simply be select all from, select all the value, so we will intercept that with another clause to make it conditional. To select from, our table name is Amazon, and then I'll go to the next line and use the conditional clause, which is what? Where that particular header, which is total, the way it is written in your data underscore profit, is greater than, this is the operator for representing greater than, then we'll put the particular value, which is 200,000 to 3. Then I'll end my query statements. Then once I run this and then focus on that particular header to see if the filter was done correctly. So as you can see, all the values we have here, none of them is less than 200,000. So I can say, let me make it 700,000. Let's see what we are going to get. Let's say 700 greater than 700,000. If I run it, so let's check again, just to be sure. You can see that all the values we have here, none of them is less than 700. So that is one of the numerical filtering query statement. So we still have more. This time around, I want to channel it to revenue, total revenue. And what is the question? Display or filter total revenue less than, so to use less this time around, less than, let's look at the set of values we have there. So we have, okay, let's say less than 200. Let me see if I have any value less than 200 there. So your syntax will be select all value from your data table, which is same Amazon, and then where, because there's a condition for the selection, where the header with the criteria, which is total revenue, the way it is written, total underscore revenue, revenue, and then less than 200,000. So end your query statement, execute. Let's see whether we have value. Yeah, we have value that falls in that category. So let's go to that particular header and access all the value there, whether the selection command actually gave us the right thing. Perfect. So let's say less than 500,000. Let's see how that will give us different selection. 500,000. 500,000. Let's see what we have there. 500,000. Okay, less than 500. So these are value less than 500,000. Okay, all right. So that is how to. So let me see if I can capture more. I think this is still so let's quickly look at another. We want to filter. So we want to convert this to two criteria, because you look at the selection we have been performing since, they are done just with one criteria. So let's assume that I want to go with the same set of selection, but this time around we want to make it multiple criteria. So let me just say multiple criteria selection or filtering. So the question here is filter total revenue, total revenue, total revenue, total revenue greater than let's say 700,000, and looking at what I have here, an order of priority, order priority is H. Order of priority is H. So let's look at the statement. So it's going to be select all record from same table, Amazon, where first criteria is total revenue greater than 700. So where total revenue is greater than 700,000, then we are bringing and order of priority, because in the challenge I want us to see how we can manipulate it. Order of priority, there is space between it. Let's see how it's written. Order of priority. Okay, the P is the order. This is capital letter, and then priority is capital letter also. Order of priority. Now, because of the space in between, will now make us to, that is why we must have edited it, and I just want to see how we can overcome this, if we can manipulate it. So because of the space in between, that is why I have to put it in string. I hope it should work for us. And then order of this equals to another string equals to H, the way it is in the data set, and then we end it. So let's run and see. So perfect. So whenever you have issue with the header with two words and you have space in between, you can use that inverted to acknowledge it. So let's check here now. You can see that we have actually selected what we wanted. All the two criteria are met. Number one, the revenue greater than 700. Let's check that first. Let's start by assessing the first criteria, greater than 700. And then order of priority equals to H. So you can see that all the values we have, they are all H. I hope you are following, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so we can go 3 criteria by putting and. That's just the concept I want us to understand. So let's quickly look at combining filters. Combining filters. So that one that I did now, this particular one is actually, we can refer to it also as what? Combining filter. That is what we did now, which is same thing as going with multiple criteria. So we can still answer another question which have to do with the combining filters. For example, we are asked to, just for us to understand it very well, we are asked to display. Okay, let's put it right here. Display or filter. Display or filter says channel. Says channel equals to offline and total profits. Total profits is greater than or less than, greater than, let's say 900,000. So this is still under combining filter. So the syntax will be select all values from table name Amazon, where the first criteria is sales channel, or copy the way it is, sales channel, where sales underscore channel, sales underscore channel is equals to offline. So that is the first criteria. Then and the total profit, where it is written, data set, data underscore profit. Profits is equals to or less than, let's say greater than. So you can do things like greater than or equals to. You can do things like this, depending on how you want it. Greater than or equals to set 900,000 to 3. I'll end it. If I run it, get the answer. So actually filter with 2 criteria. The value under total profit is equals to 900. You should capture it. And if it is greater than 900, you should also what? Capture it. And if you come to where you define the first criteria, all the selected values are equals to what? Offline. So you can twist all this depending on the analysis question before you. Okay, so now let's look at selecting top value. That is the next type of filtering we want to perform. Selecting top values. There are lots of analysis questions that will lead to this one. Let's say you are given this data and you are asked to select the top 10 total profits. The top 10 total profits. So how do you write an SQL query statement to filter such data? So the center will be select all record. Select all record from the name of your table, which is Amazon. Okay, Amazon. Then now we want to select the top 10. At the same time, we need to determine the order. So we are going to introduce order keyword here. That is either ascending or descending. So if you are selecting the top 10, then you are going to bring descending. If you are selecting the top bottom, or let's say the list 10 bottom, then you are going to involve ascending. So if you want to use any of those order, that is ascending or ascending, descending or ascending, then you need to bring in a keyword called order. Order by. Order by. That is what the value you want to select. You are consigned with the arrangement type, order type, or order by. Order by, what are the value that this order is going to affect? The values under the total profit. So followed by that header, total underscore profit, underscore profit. And then you now define the order type. Is it descending or ascending? If it is descending, you use this keyword. If it is ascending, you use ASC. So let's use what? Descending, because of the top 10. Now, you need to also use another keyword that specifies the limits. So you say limits, because we are talking about the top 10. Top 10 limits, put 10. If you want 20, you put it, and then before you end your code. So if you execute it, let's check what we get now. These are the top 10 profits. These are the top 10 profits, and the record we have here, they are not more than 10. I hope that is clear, sir. And they are arranged in descending order. Is it clear?
Very clear.
Okay. So let's look at the next one is bottom 10 lowest profit, or let's say what? Selecting bottom value. Selecting bottom value. Now remember, you can also add, you can make it more conditional. That is, you can come and say select from Amazon where, so you can see it now, you can bring in your where. So you can actually twist all these things once you are good at it. Where sales channel, let's say this time around is not the top 10 for all the transaction. There's a particular criteria you want to bring in here. Let's say where sales channel is equals to offline. Okay, so if you run it now, this is a different analysis entirely now. What you have now is a top 10 for only what? Offline. So you can twist it. I hope that is clear, sir.
Very clear.
Okay, so now let's quickly look at the next one. The next one is bottom 10 lowest. Let's say selecting bottom value, bottom values, selecting bottom values. So what is the analysis question here? Analysis question here is we want to know, just like we just did for highest now, we want to know the 10 bottom profits. 10 bottom profits. So let's say what? Display or filter 10 bottom lists or lowest values. So all this information we are providing, you are at the end of the day, or as you are running them, you write your observation that will make up your final cut. So the syntax will be select all values from the table name, which is the same Amazon. Okay, so order by, select all value, order by the header you want the value to be arranged, which is the same total price, total profit rather, total profit, then followed by the
Limits.
order the order first, the order. Once you put order
Okay.
by, you specify the header with the value. Then the type of the order, ascending or descending.
Ascending or descending.
Good, before the limit. Just take note of the center. So this time around, we are using ascending, ASC, which represents what? Ascending. And then before we put the limit, so the limit, I would say 10 also, and then before I end my SQL query statement. So if I run it, what I have now, let me go and focus on the first criteria. Let's go to the profit and check. You can see that what? These are the lowest 10 record under total profit. So you are supposed to observe those values and then trace it to maybe a particular country and then write your statement that, okay, you find out that you list out the country with the lowest generated profits. So these are things I believe from where we are coming from, it's not just about displaying the value. So when you are working for a company, you are supposed to sit down and trace those value under that total profit to maybe a particular country or between the offline and online. You know, okay, all these lowest generated profits, are they from offline or from online? So you can see some of them are what? Online, some of them are what? Offline. So you need to also count and find out, okay, how many of them are for online. All this should be in your reports. And then you compare them with another variable again under order of priority so that you're able to know which order of priority actually generated this lowest profits. So it's because I'm teaching you, that is why that's if we are just writing display. But when you are working, you have to sit down and observe what is happening, put down your reports. Okay, so now let's quickly look at selecting values within a range. Selecting value within a range. That's the next type of filtering we want to perform now. Selecting values within range. Within range. So what is the first question we want to answer here? Let's assume that we are asked to display our total revenue, display total revenue between display total revenue between 700,000 and 900,000. So sometimes it can come this way. That is the range between 700,000 to what? 900,000. So that is the only total revenue record we want to see. So the syntax will be select all record from the same Amazon table. Then you now use your where clause, mention the header that you want to display the range of each value, which is total underscore revenue. Now we are bringing in another keyword, which is called between. That is the emphasis, between. There is a header, a keyword called between. Okay, so between you mentioned those values, 700,000 and the second value, 700,000 and 900,000. And then you end your code. Okay, so like I said the other time, if you want to make it more conditional statement, that is, if you want to select with more criteria, then anything you are bringing can come after the name of the table. So I can bring in where maybe another, like here now, where total revenue is. So I can bring in another where, maybe for where 6 channels equals to, then before the range. So depending on what you want. So if you highlight it or run your code, let's check if the criteria are met. Remember that under total revenue, we said we want to see only a value between 700,000 and 900. So in other words, we shouldn't see any value less than what? Less than 700, and we shouldn't see any value greater than what? 900,000. Am I communicating? So you can see that everything is perfect. So all these are, you can see how fast we are able to do this compared to Python. I prefer that say this is very fast and what the code look alike. Now the next one is so that is for range. I just want to see if I can. So you can continue practicing, put maybe between these. I'll just get your different. I think this example is enough for you to understand this, because I want to go to the next category of filtering, which is combining filter with limited value. Combining filter with limited values. I want to look at that. So combining filter with limited value, limited values. And what is the first analysis question we want to attend to here is we want to select the top 10. Okay, let me put it. Select top 10 highest, that is highest top 10 highest total profit. Select top 10 highest total profits from online sales channel. Online sales channel. So this we have to do with what? Combining filter. So what is going to be the syntax? Select all value from same table, same table, Amazon, where, let me break it down, where from the question, where sales channel is equals to online. That's the first criteria. Go down. Then remember that I'm prioritizing the arrangement. So I will say order by the header with the values you want to order, which is what? Total profit. So just try and grab the logic. Total profit. Okay, total profit. Then how will what is the order of arranging the value there? Remember we said top, which is what?
Descending.
Good. You have gotten it. Then before your limit comes in, your limit is what? 10. Before you end your code. So I could have also written this code on a straight line, but I decided to break them for readability purpose. So you can write your own on a straight line. So if I run it, I get what I asked for. So let's see if we have the right information selected. At first, let's start from online. What we have here, are they all online? Yes. Then the second one is that we focus on total profits. What we have here, are they total profit? Are they arranged from the top? And do we have just 10 of them? The answer is yes. So we are correct. So this is how to combine filter with limited value. So you can twist it the way you want. Okay, so the next one is we want to do what we call group data selection. That is another selection which is very important. Grouping or group data selection. Group data selection, which is also an important SQL query statement you must know how to write. So here, what is the question? Here we are bringing in some aggregates. Here we are going to introduce aggregation now. That is, we want to sum some value against some unique variable within your data. So what is the question here? The question here will be calculate or analyze total, calculate or analyze the sum of total revenue per country. That is the question. It's a valid one. Calculate or analyze the total sum of total revenue per country. In other words, we are expected to have the list of all the unique country and then give us what? All the profit, the revenue generated from all the country. So now the syntax will be select. So here we are bringing in another keyword, select. Now, this is a logic. We are not going with all the header. The header you want to summarize its value based on the unique. Remember that I want to sum up the values of total revenue based on the country unique value. So which means that you mention country. Your country is the header that contains the unique value you are summarizing total revenue value against. So you select that first, which is country. We are not selecting all. Select country, then comma. Then you bring in the sum function. This is the sum function. Inside the sum function, you mention the header with the values to sum up, because this function can only add number. It cannot add text. So why you are passing that as an input into the sum is to say this particular header, all the values under it are the values that to be summarized against the country you have selected. Okay, so I'll mention total underscore revenue here. Then I'll close the function. Okay, now how will I want it to output? So I want to add a kind of description to the output. That is, yes, good. So you bring in what? As. So as total, I can just put it in a string. So this should be presented as total revenue. So let's say that, and then you go down. Now, from which table? You know, you have not mentioned the table from Amazon table. Now, group by is another SQL keyword, group by. Now, the header you specify is what should always come after the group by, which is the country. So country, group by country. And then before you end your code. So if you want to add another criteria, you can say where sales channel is equals to D, then depend on you. So if you run the code, perfect. So it listed out all the words, the unique country, and aggregates all their values against them. So this is one of the valid analysis you always be asked to perform, particularly if you're analyzing business data. I hope we are following.
Very well.
Okay, so So I'm going to allow you to perform this one for me, just this one, share your screen, just this one for me. But you are going to focus on another header. So construct your question that will have to go with the group by, and then you perform the analysis for us. So you can share your screen and let's see what you can give to us. You can go ahead and share your screen. I think I've enabled you.
Okay. Sure, you can see my screen.
Yeah, done.
Where do we, what do I do? This thing in our country. I'm thinking of the header to use. Okay, let me just ready this thing and know the header to use to form my question. Okay, let me group by region.
Okay.
Let me say total profit. Analyze the total profit by region from the Amazon table, from the Amazon data set. So this one will be select region, total region, comma, the sum function, total profit, total profit, from Amazon, group, group by region. Group by region.
Perfect. Perfect. All right. So share your screen. Let's quickly perform a few of them. All right. So now let's quickly look at grouping by multiple columns, because this grouping is just one column. So let me also show you how you can group with multiple columns. So grouping by multiple columns. So just like the question we answer, we are asked to aggregate. In other words, let's say the question is aggregate total profit, total profit for let's say per country, and region. That is the analysis question. So it's just like the way we aggregate all this value, we are going to have the total profit still listed, but instead of us having just country, we will have country and region. That is the multiple column grouping. So how do we go about this? Right, so the syntax will be select. So this time around, you are mentioning the country and the region first.
Yeah.
Country, comma, the region, the way they are in your data set before you bring in the summation, before you bring in the sum. So sum total profits, total underscore profit, underscore profit. So once you see, try to see where the error is. So
It's not an error.
okay, let's continue. I believe because we are still writing the code. Now,
Okay, you didn't put comma after the region.
okay, good. I think that is the after the region. Good, perfect. I know something. Okay, so as let's say we want that to be total profits summation. So that will be the header that we hold the value. Then the next is to define where is the data coming from, which is the Amazon. And then the next one is to bring out the group by keyword, and then group by keyword, and then we call, like I said, the order at which you follow. That is how you end it. So country, then comma, the region, and then before you end your, so run it. Hope we are not getting error.
You didn't put region and group by region and country and region.
That is group by country and region. Are you sure? What is the issue? Just try and run your own from there. Let's see. You say what region in field list? Region in field list. Okay, let me see if I can see.
Group by what?
Group by
Country and region, Abi.
country and region. So it's a comma that we're supposed to use to separate them, but you try. This is supposed to be correct, but let me wait for the outcome of your own. This is supposed to be correct. Select country, region. I hope we are not having spelling error. Region. Correct. Group by. So let me run the whole of this again.
Is group by supposed to have multiple criteria? Is it not only by one of them?
Yes, but we have to, since it's two column selection, the way we mentioned it.
You know, it will group it by one of the criteria, not
Yes,
double.
yes, but now if we do it like this now, let me see whether this one will execute. This is even
We can
one.
say group by one of them, then order by the other.
Grouping by one of them.
order by
Group by,
region, group by group by country.
let me see, select country. This is supposed to output, except if this particular SQL syntax does not align with. This is supposed to, because this one, the idea is that we want country to be mentioned, listed, and region to be listed, and then give us a total against them. Just like that one we did, but this time around we'll have the column for uh for for country. Okay, so let me not allow that to waste our time. Can debug it at some time because time is serious. So let me just see. Is something is actually wrong. So I don't think. Is there any place where? Okay, there's no need for a comma here since. Okay. Even the single one is not running. I hope it's not from my. I don't think I still have any error here. So let me check something, please. Not this should work. Select country. Select country, comma, region, comma, then sum, we're using total profit, right? Total profit. Let me not let it display its own default description. Total profit from the Amazon data, and then group by country. Group by country. Something is wrong. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I want to check something if it's from my notebook. Control C. Let me just, because I know that code should work. New query tab. Use sys underscore data. Paste what I copied there. Is still complaining of region. Is there any place where unknown region in the field? Okay, sorry, I did not also put the region also. Region in the field. But your own, what is it putting there? What is your own?
It's the region clause that is telling me that is the problem.
Okay. Let's try use a sys channel. Let's see. Let's remove this. Let's put sys channel here. Let's see if the issue is from sys channel. I know that code should work. Sys channel, and then here should also sys channel. What did you get? Say that what exception? Select list not in group by. Is it the same thing you get there?
Yes.
Okay. Believe we need to debug this out. This code should work. I leave something. I need to look for a corresponding syntax with this SQL version. This code should work. We are correct. Can see that it's not actually displaying any error. Syntax is correct. Country, sales channel, sum. Okay. Now, let's just leave this first. I'll come back to it. Try and rectify it. Well, let me see how it will react with the other ones I want to do now. Now know whether the problem is from that. So let's just quickly take one more, which is using average. We are targeting another aggregate function now. Aggregate function. From here, let's see how this one will react. We'll know whether. Okay, so let's say we want to select, the task is select or calculate the average total revenue by country. So analyze total revenue by country. So the syntax will be select country. This is the equivalent to what we are trying to achieve now. So from here, we know what is actually going on there. Country, then average, AVG, average of total revenue, or even okay, let's go with total revenue. Okay, so let's say as that should be recognized as AVG underscore total underscore revenue. Let's just have this as
It's like it's the syntax, so I just changed something and it worked.
Okay, the syntax, right?
I changed it to capital letters.
The sum, right?
That is the select and from and group by.
Okay, you just change it to capital letter, right? Okay,
Yes,
let me
and it
execute this
worked.
one. Good, because I know it's not throwing error. Let me just complete this one first. See how it goes. So as that we doing from table Amazon table Amazon. Oh, I've seen that. I use a single quote here and use double quote from Amazon, and then group by group. Is it what to change to capital letter? Group by, but let me just say group by country. By country. So, run it. So perfect. So what we are saying now is that you change this. Where is the one we were running that time? Was it this?
No, it's not the average, it's the other one.
This one, right?
It's the sum.
This one. Let me. This one. Okay, so you change the sum to capital letter.
The sum, the select, all of them. I just arranged them sequentially and it worked.
Okay.
Let me show you what. Do I show you?
Just show me your. Let's use it to just put it because of time.
I just changed
Perfect. This
the
is what.
I just changed the distance, select from, then group by.
Okay. All right. Let me see. I think. Let me see if that will give me an output as well. So select from. Right. This is what you did now. This is the arrangement you have now, right? So let
You know, I'm
me.
not seeing your screen now.
Okay. No, you have to stop sharing now. I've already shared that.
Okay.
So this is the arrangement you have, right?
Change it to capital letter, yes. Okay, leave it to small letter. Let's see if it will
Uh-huh,
run.
uh-huh. This is what you have there. So if I, so but let me check. But that's true.
Change group by region and country. That is what we were trying before. Okay, you change it to sales channel.
Yes, I changed it to
Okay,
6 channel.
okay.
So the only thing that is here now, your own now is capital letter, right?
Yeah,
Here is from capital letter. Then here is
group by.
capital letter also, right? So I don't think it's from the program. I know if you restart it, it will work. It's from the program because you can see that it has worked
We
for you.
still didn't run.
Yes, so I don't think the capital letter should be an issue. It's just program because I can see that there's no error. If there's error, it will have highlighted it. So probably if you restart the program, if
This
you want,
your the total profit sum. I'd put it as value. Maybe
which one?
as
Which one? This one.
yes, as use capitals the as yes.
Okay, okay, okay. Let's see.
As what are you putting it
Okay,
as?
let's say the capital letter also. And let's just say total, just total.
Don't put it into any. Don't put it now.
As total, what issue work like that. But let's see. Let's see. As total. So let's run it now. I think maybe that has to make it. So I think it's from the query. Well, let's just let me comment it
What are
out.
you saying now?
The error is still the same thing. Error is still not group by clause container. So no, the error is, but since it has worked for you, it might just be from the query. Well, I've just restarted my workbench, but because of time. So since that worked, let's use your own to proceed. So
Okay,
the syntax is correct. Okay. Just want to comment this now so that you not continue
no
to
problem.
throw error. Mhm. All right. So that is for average. So you can do the same thing for maximum. The only thing you change is to change here to maximum. Do the same thing for minimum. Change here to uh minimum. So you can actually aggregate with any of these functions and you get outputs. So just to change here from max to minimum. So these are the remaining selection. So it's as good as we have done justice to filtering. So the next, though I have performed some aggregate, but I still have some to write. This one we only use them under group by. So we still have here, we want to just count the total record. We want to count greater than, just like the selection we have been doing since, but this time around, we'll be adding this aggregate function, and that will be the last class on SQL. So by the grace of God, by Tuesday next week, we should be able to consider that. Any question?
You say by Tuesday we should do what?
We should be able to round up with the other aggregate analysis. This one, we just brought them in under group by, but we still have the normal aggregate analysis where we will use count, sum, average, but not in this group system format.
Okay,
Any question?
no question.
All right. Great.